Welcome to Downtown Sports. My name is Downtown Stephen Brown, and in today's video, I'm going to do something a little bit different. You're going to see 3 videos, because I kind of sat down and just talked a lot to the camera about a couple of different things that are going to be using some similar clips and stuff like that, but they're going to be covering some different things. This video that you're watching right now is going to be asking the question, is it the Toronto Maple Leafs' defense, or is it Frederik Anderson? What's the bigger problem right now? And then part 2 is going to be looking at some specific trades with some very specific trade assets and what they could do to fix the defense, because they're both problems in my opinion. And then the third video is going to be asking the question because #FireDubas was trending on Twitter today. Does Kyle Dubas know how to build a hockey team? And if you guys want to see the other parts, just leave some likes on the videos and let me know in the comment section, and I'll post them out there as quickly as you guys want them. Because the trade deadline is approaching really quickly this Monday, the 24th, I believe, and the Toronto Maple Leafs need to figure out what they want to do with their season. And even though a lot of us want the Toronto Maple Leafs to go out there and make a big move because we're in the middle of a competitive window, and you can't just waste a year inside of your competitive window, I don't really know if I feel too confident in giving up futures to help this team. Not with the way that they're playing right now, anyway. Because this post-game quote after the Penguins game from Frederik Anderson kind of sums it all up. I mean, you can yell and scream all you want, but really, it's just frustrating to see that we can't really put it all together for more than just short periods of time. Because, I don't know, let me just phrase an open question to you. Have we ever had a stretch of like maybe 5 to 10 games or more so where Matthews, Marner, Nylander, Tavares, and Anderson were all clicking? And I'm just going to go ahead and answer it because the answer is no. No, they've never had that. And it's frustrating because all those players are so damn good. But, I mean, things haven't always been this frustrating under head coach Sheldon Keefe because, I mean, there's not a lot to complain about when you're 9-0-1 in your last 10 games. And like I said in a couple of videos ago, the anti-TSN turning point for the Toronto Maple Leafs this season kind of goes back to January 6th when they played the Edmonton Oilers and Connor McDavid dummied Morgan Riley on that highlight reel goal. And up on the screen right now are some stats provided to us by naturalstattrick.com, and I would like you to direct your attention all the way down to the bottom of this graph, where 69 goalies, have played at least one game in the league since January the 6th until now, and Frederik Anderson is 66th in terms of 5-on-5 save percentage. That is not nice, and when Michael Hutchison is ahead of you on any list, what the fuck, man? Oh, and the injuries, and the non-penalty calls, and the goaltending, and the excuses here and there and everywhere. They're not very hard to find when you suck. But was tonight's game against the Pittsburgh Penguins Frederik Anderson's fault? No. And a comment that I've been getting a lot on Twitter and a lot on YouTube is that, Steven, the Leafs defense is not helping Frederik Anderson out back there. And I mean, yeah, they're not helping him out back there, but I also don't think that they're playing at such a horrid level that would lead to him producing a save percentage under .880 at 5-on-5. That's not even counting the penalty kill. All right, Scott Niedermayer and Chris Pronger in their prime on the Toronto Maple Leafs right now would not make the defense good enough to make Frederik Anderson's save percentage respectable. But back to the excuses that I've been talking about for a while now, because so far, we got the goalies, we got the injuries, and we got, oh, boo-hoo, the refs aren't calling penalties in our favor. But people have been trying to have a conversation with me about this for the last little while now, and they've been telling me, Steven, it's the defense. This defense, Kyle Dubas, man, like, he just can't do it, man. Like, the computer boy, like, he pulls out his calculator and shit, and it just ruins everything. I know what you guys want. You guys want to see what a real hockey team looks like. You want to see what a real hockey team looks like? I'll show you a real hockey team. I'm talking grit, character, per 60, whatever you want, they got it. And you don't got to look too far either. They were right across the hall tonight. The Pittsburgh Penguins, ladies and gentlemen, come on down. All right, and Sidney Crosby suffered a pretty serious injury, and he was missing out of the Pittsburgh Penguins lineup from November the 9th until January 14th. And in that stretch, we're going to pull it up on the screen right now, the Pittsburgh Penguins, the most realist hockey team out there with the grit and the character per 60, were the best effing team in the league. The adversity that team faced, it just really makes me feel like just like a respected hockey man. Look at that. Look at those Pittsburgh Penguins kicking ass all the way at the top of the standings. You know what? I bet you they got the best impenetrable defense ever. They got the offensive depth for days. And you know what? In goal, 921 save percentage at 5-on-5, 40 points higher than Frederik Anderson's. We don't even need 921. Give me like 910, like 905, something that doesn't start with an 8. So Steven, like, are you saying that like Jack Campbell should be the starting goalie now? No, it's not what I'm saying. I don't want a goalie controversy on top of needing to trade Nylander and John Tavares is a bum, okay? We don't need that in our lives right now. Fred, I'm speaking right now. You're definitely not watching, but Fred, one-on-one here. Can you just be like just a little bit better? Because what's changed? The plan has always been the same. The plan was to have an elite offense, a mediocre defense, and Frederik Anderson, he's been a top 10 goalie the last couple of years, but this season, he's kind of sucked. And I hate bagging on the guy, but it's not hard. It's not some philosophical question. Does a tree make a sound when it falls in the woods and there's no one there to hear it? No, it's it's the goaltending. And the plan has always been to outscore the defensive woes, and even in this horrible stretch that's just been so terrible, they have 453 scoring chances for 429 against. But it's crunch time right now. I mean, there's not a lot of games left in the season. We gotta hope that Frederik Anderson turns it around. But there's also other problems on this team that we need to address in order to get over the hump that are very much on the surface in terms of the defense. And if you like this video, make sure to check out part 2 of these videos, because I just sat down and I recorded a whole bunch about a mess of topics. If you guys want that video right away, if I see a lot of comments and a lot of likes on the video asking for it, I will post it right away, right after this one, and then leave part 3 for like another day. So make sure to like the video and subscribe for more, because more is always on the way. And guys, it's getting harder and harder to say this, but I am doubling down on it. Not only are the Toronto Maple Leafs going to make the playoffs, but they're going to win a damn series.